Alright, so there's been this TikToker who has been getting quite a bit of attention recently due to just the weird amount of content that he puts out on TikTok. Now this has been covered by Jarvis Johnson on his podcast The Sad Boys, as well as Curtis Connor, who made a video regarding this guy. But we'll get into it now. His name is Garett Nolan, and you might know him because of this TikTok that went pretty viral. The guys raised by their dad. You see it? So you have this guy, guys raised by their dads, cracking their necks, getting loose, pounding their chest like a gorilla, and you just guys raised by their mom. And they're just standing there awkwardly, just like a man. So I guess these two are getting into a fight. I like this comment, guys raised by flies. I don't know, to me it's just really weird. First of all, this isn't even true. Okay, guys raised by their dads, they're more brutish or something. Guys raised by their moms are more sensitive and control. I don't know, it just plays into weird stereotypes oh, guys raised by their moms are gonna be more feminine. I don't know. I mean, personally, in my personal opinion, as someone who was raised mostly by a single mother, yeah, would I say yeah, I would definitely I don't really get into fights. I don't really go out looking for them. But do I really respond to this? No, not really. But it's just weird. But we'll get more into his content because he calls himself an actor, and it really leads into his content. It just gets weirder and weirder the more that you look at it. So we'll just watch a few of them.
Sex is not love. Going on dates is not love. Talking to someone 24/7 is not love. Staying up all night for someone is not love. Love is someone who sees the harsh side of you and still chooses to love you.
First of all, why did you have to get up to make that second point? He's sitting down over here, kind of I guess laid back in a way.
Staying up all night for someone is not love.
But he's hold on, I gotta get up.
Love is someone who sees the harsh side of you.
What's the... Oh. And now I'm over
someone.
here now. Just constantly moving.
It's someone who makes sure you're okay every single day.
I can't.
Hey, some guy texted you. He wants to know if you'll follow him back.
I'll block him if you want.
You don't need to block him, love. I trust you.
He's a new guy at work.
I know.
First of all, the way that he says love is just really weird. It comes off very forced.
You don't need to block him, love. I trust.
It just comes off of very cringe romance book, and also apparently that he's actually gaining a following with Book Talk, because apparently Book Talk is very obsessed with these sort of guys. And the thing about this is Book Talk is it's supposed to be a community about people reading books, but apparently there's a strong contingent of that community that just read smut. And they gravitate towards guys like this who are just kind of overdoing it when it comes to trying to be, I don't think sexy is the right word, but I mean definitely
He's a new guy at work.
when he's doing something like this, trying to lean over, showing his it's hard to have that not come across.
I'm obsessed. I'm captivated by you.
How is that not something that a serial killer would say when he's stalking you? I'm obsessed. I'm captivated by you. I can't watch any of these at full. My body just is trying to reject them.
Hello?
Hello? Hi. Hi, love. How are you doing?
Please don't call me that.
Oh.
Right. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say that. It's just force of habit.
I know. It's okay.
Look, I miss you. And I know that it didn't seem like it at the time, but I never, ever stopped caring about you.
I just don't get the appeal of this. I just don't. And the comments just make it weird. I wish he did this for me. Girl, move on. Please, for the love of God. To all the guys on here, never make this call. If they left you, respect the dead because it will hurt you more knowing you begged and got rejected. Just go to therapy, please.
What's wrong? Love. What's wrong?
Nothing at all.
Love. Love, come here. Come here. Love, it's okay. It's okay. I'm here.
Yes, we will take up this entire hallway together.
Everything's fine. You're safe. Hey. What's wrong? I just really need you. I'm here. You have me.
You need him, and I can only imagine like just some guy just coming up to his apartment with like groceries and like coming across to this, just being like, you guys move out of the way. Just one of the backs just hits him. Okay, can you like need him back in the apartment where you're alone, not in public? It's just wild. I swear this stuff only happens in movies with the right dose of patience. Oh, sorry, with the right dose of patience and love. We can admit this kind of energy onto ourselves, love. But it sure is powerful, which is why it might be hard to sustain for us at times.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you.
I'm on so much ketamine right now.
I really like this girl. I feel like I need this girl to be a part of my life and me to be a part of hers. I'm just obsessed over this girl, and I don't think she has any.
Yeah, definitely doesn't sound, again, just going straight for the serial killer vibes. I'm just obsessed over this girl, and I don't think she has any idea. Mostly because I, hide out in her bushes, but whatever.
Idea. I have this feeling that I can't control, and I keep choosing this feeling for her over anything and everything else. What the fuck is this feeling?
Dude, you really have no idea?
When I'm sharpening my knife, all I can think about is her.
No, bro, come here. Dude, what the fuck was that?
I just like his reaction, just like, what the fuck was that?
You're a fool. What does that even mean? Okay.
What was that? Let's play it back.
You're a fool.
What was that? Just going like full on slap a guy and you're just like, you're a fool. Like it just gives off the vibe of like the typical guy thinks what a woman wants. They think women just want this guy who's like completely obsessed over them. At least from like what female friends have told me is not the case at all. It just gives off weirdo fucking behavior. Like again, like this would only work for like girls who just like read trashy romance novels, I feel like. We're about to fight. What? Shaky hands means boost of adrenaline? Or they're just afraid. Like, what? Or maybe they're just coked out of their mind. They're just like, yeah. I mean, in that case, you wouldn't want to fight them either, because it's just like, well, now they got coke strength. They're tweaking. I think that's the most we're really going to watch out of like his newer stuff. When I looked him up, because I was trying to look for this one, because I figured like it was the one that a lot of people started talking about. It's the one that, really kind of blew up. But then I got recommended a lot of his older content from like 2020. And it's, for the most part, it's just kind of thirst traps. Like here's one from Papa Swolio.
I remember my first beer. Go to the fucking gym and get off my For You page, you clowns.
I love Papa Swolio. Well, apparently he also made a lot of like content with his cat.
Just go to sleep.
About his cat just being like a dick or something. I don't know. But also it's just kind of like his cat would just attack him and he would just sing. But apparently it's just like the way that he's handling the cat is just not great. So he's getting some or at least he got some backlash from that from this creator. This is like some of the other content that I got from this. Like for the most part, it seems like a lot of his earlier stuff was just him making thirst traps. And here's the thing. I know this entire time I've been shitting on him, the guy is fairly attractive. And, like, that's the thing. Like, he is a pretty attractive guy. It's just, like, a lot of this, the stuff that he does with, like, the newer videos and with, like, older stuff like this, it's just, like, you might look pretty. You're just kind of overdoing it that it makes you look kind of gross. Like, just how, like, oiled up he was here. Doing this, it just kind of looks, it just looks weird.
I have to ask, who's watching this and going, ooh, yeah. Ooh, I love that. Shake it, boy. Because I, personally, I don't like that kind of stuff, you know? It really freaks me out. I'm a little scared still. I'm not kidding. I don't.
Like, it doesn't really work for people. Like, I don't know. It just feels very off-putting. Again, it's just, like, too much. I'm just kind of, like, flabbergasted of being like, this is the stuff you put out. This is, like, the stuff you put out there. The guy is very, like, traditionally attractive, but, like, I don't, unless you're, like, again, just one of those people who are just, like, obsessed with, like, trashy romances, I can't see anyone really enjoying this. Like, what is this? It's just, like, it's overacting to the nth degree. It's making yourself try to seem so hot, you come off as just really disturbing. But it's just, I don't get it. I just don't. Like, if I had to give him some advice, it would just be like, tone it down. Like, it's just very off-putting. But that's all I really have to say on the matter. It's just like, it gives me like a very big ick.